Okay. On a bit later than expected. Tried to get on 8 o'clock, but we caught up. So we're going to get straight into meditation tonight. I'd said on the last video that we're going to look at some spiritual meditations, but I'm not going to bother with that. It can get too complicated and some people can get offended depending on what they follow themselves, so better staying away from it. Going to look at some breathing exercises, which will always take you into meditative state. It's a good idea to breathe. First sign of life, and it's the last sign of life. So breathing's very important. So if you're in a comfortable position, get yourself sitting up. Sit on a chair, sit on the floor, wherever you wish to sit. And very simple, I always start with holding the breath. As I said in the last video, when you hold your breath, it stops your thoughts. So if you take a breath in, and when you're breathing in, don't be breathing in too much where you're causing stress around the throat area or the chest. Just breathe in enough and hold the breath. The reason we do this is to give you that sense of gratitude and appreciation for the breath, so that you'll tend to focus on it and with a different level of consciousness. And you can't hold your breath anymore, just breathe out and continue to breathe normal. Keep your eyes closed. Just scan your own body. Notice if you had picked up any emotional tension, any emotional stress in your physiology through the fear that may have arose through you holding your breathing. If you find that you've scanned the body and you find any excess tension or emotional stress in the physical body, breathe in, imagine that the breath is grabbing it, and then breathe out and let it go. Give yourself permission to do that. You don't have to try or force yourself. You're the only person who can give yourself permission to do anything. You can hold on to it or you can let it go. It's your decision. Just for now, just for the exercise, give yourself permission to let go of any tension that your body's holding on to. Our body always accumulates a certain amount of psychological tension, which accumulates and suppresses the systems. And just continue to do that. And you will notice as you breathe in, your body's slightly more tense than when you actually breathe out. Therefore, every time you breathe out, your body and your mind is becoming more and more relaxed. Nobody wanting anything off you, nobody needing anything, and nobody expecting anything. Just your need to let go and relax. And you'll notice as your body relaxes, it helps your mind relax. And as your mind relaxes, it helps your body relax. So you have this cycle of relaxation going on very naturally, very easily, taking you down deeper and deeper into relaxation, deeper and deeper into your mind, so that you're going to learn new things about yourself. Now, if we bring in your imagination on top of this, it will make this experience even better and take you deeper and deeper into relaxation. Now, many people practicing these meditations would imagine that they're in maybe a hot air balloon that's drifting down. Some younger people imagine they're on a slide that's going round and down and down and down deeper. Some people even imagine they're in a lift. They're on the top floor that's very stressful, and they're going down, down, down to the deeper floors of relaxation. The more you relax mentally and physically, your breathing actually becomes a lot easier. And as you breathe easier and you take in more oxygen, your lungs is going to pass that into the heart, and it's going to pump out that relaxation through your arteries to every organ, every nerve, every fibre in your body. So every time you breathe now, every time your heart beats, you're pumping relaxation all around your own system, allowing your body and your organs to function the way they should, replacing any excess stress or tension with relaxation and comfort. As you begin to take yourself down through this process to a really deep state of relaxation. Now that you've a good level of physical relaxation, let's add some more mental relaxation on top of that. So what I'd like you to do with each breath out now is count backwards from 100. So as you breathe in and you breathe out, 100. As you breathe out again, whisper in your own mind the word 99. See those numbers as you continue to breathe, but with each number that you breathe out, each number that you whisper in your head, you're going to double the amount of physical and mental relaxation that you felt at the number before. And very, very shortly, you are going to become so mentally and physically relaxed that it's going to feel like too much effort to think of another number. In the same way that you made all that excess tension and stress leave the body, in that same way, you're going to allow those numbers to disappear. Want it to happen, expect it to happen, and watch it happen as all those numbers disappear from your mind. Allowing your mind to wander wherever it wants. It can daydream, drift, go back into nice memories from the past. Memories of where you felt this comfortable and this relaxed. Once your numbers have disappeared, this is you at your first level of deep relaxation. There are 3 other levels beneath this, and each level is 10 times deeper than what you're feeling at the moment. Now, if you wish to take yourself down to the next level, which is 10 times deeper than what you feel now, all you simply have to do is what you have been doing up to this time, is following the process and giving yourself permission. You're in control. Giving yourself permission. Just let go and simply allow yourself to drift down 10 times deeper into relaxation, comfort, deeper and deeper into the corridors of your own mind. Taking you into the deepest parts of your own mind, what people call the subconscious mind or the unconscious mind. the part of your mind that stores all your memories, the part of your mind that controls all the unconscious workings of your body. Very, very powerful part of your mind that has no limitations, and it doesn't question what you tell yourself about yourself. As you continue to drift down and take yourself deeper into this mind, see, experience, hear the things that you wish to happen in your life as if they are already here. Bring in all your senses using the power of your imagination. Albert Einstein said that the unconscious mind and the imagination is 1,000 times more powerful than your everyday analytical mind. Get back into your imagination the way you used it as a child. Imagine and pretend that you already have what you wish to have in your life. Imagine and pretend that you're experiencing yourself as the person that you wish to be in your life. That person can be healthier. That person can be pain-free. That person can be happier, with happier relationships. That person can feel stronger. That person can feel more in control. And that person can totally accept themselves and accept other people for who and what they are. That person that you are becoming feels safe. That person feels balanced. They feel right with themselves and the world around them. As you continue to experience yourself, how you wish to be in this present moment, with all the sights, the sounds, the smells, and the feelings, anchor this all in and repeat your name to yourself. Say over and over again, I am, and then state your name. So that each day, each time you introduce yourself or you state your name to somebody, these feelings will be associated around that statement. So your unconscious mind starts to build a strong self-esteem around your self-perception and who you are. You can allow your mind to daydream and drift again. In school, you're taught to concentrate in meditation. In creative visualization, you're taught to allow your mind to wander. You can bring your mind back to the numbers that you were counting backwards. And as those numbers come back into your head, as you can see them in your mind, in your mind's eye, you become aware of your physical body. You're aware of the weight of your body on the chair. You're aware of your breathing, the temperature of the room, and the sound of my voice. As you become more aware, you become more alert. As you feel yourself coming back up to a state of total awareness, of total control, bringing yourself all the way up. You feel totally refreshed and bright. And then when you're ready, just open your eyes. Okay, so that meditation, I'll start off with a meditation, and then as some of you, if you were taking part, you might realize that you went very deep there. I actually took you into hypnosis. The thing about, we practice hypnosis every day anyhow. Hypnosis is just a state. It's a state, a brainwave state. So we drift in and out of it. So you're taking something very natural to a human being, and you're using a process to take it deeper. But in every stage there, you were in control, and I kept emphasizing that you were in control, and it was you doing it, and you were carrying out the process, because that's exactly what you done. Even if I'm working with somebody to cause analgesia or total anesthesia, if it's somebody who's chronically ill, they are actually causing that anesthesia, not me. I'm talking them through a process. We're all very capable of these techniques. If I had told you at the start of the meditation that I was going to practice hypnosis, it would have caused stress in a lot of people's minds, because we have a perception. We generalize when you talk about hypnosis of somebody on a stage being made of a fool, quacking like a duck, or acting out something, and we don't like to lose that control. So when I'm taking people through the process, I usually just tell them it's meditation, and then talk them through it anyhow. So hypnosis was actually made famous by surgeons at the start of the century, and then with the breakthroughs in anesthetizing, then it was put to the side and it was taken over by more people who are into showmanship and courses for stage stuff like that. So, and there's a need for that as well. People like fun, they like entertainment. It's just not what I do. So, very simple process. I don't have this one on MP3. I might have somewhere. Very simple process. Always start with your breathing. I start all my meditation with the breathing, because the breath, and there's many different types of breathing techniques. There's qigong from the Chinese systems, and there's many methods of qigong. You have the Russian sistema, which is Spetsna, the Russian special forces. They have a lot of great breathing exercises to control fear and to deal with fear. A lot of pressure training, and actually one of their first exercises for controlling fear is through suffocation, because we all have a fear of not being able to breathe. So I hold the breath, and then when I feel the stress and I want to breathe, then I get a conscious appreciation of the breathing itself. So it takes your mind to the breath. It becomes very precious, and then you can concentrate and focus on your breathing. With regular breathing, you will start to relax. Start by looking for any tension, excess tension, grip it with the breath, and blow it out of the body. Okay? And then you can start to, well, I'd put the suggestions in that then started to double that. Keep your meditation very simple. And you don't have to meditate for an hour. You don't have to meditate for 30 minutes. You don't even have to meditate for 5 minutes. If you want to do 2 minutes or 3 minutes, just to get you used. It's like any skill that we learn as human beings. Any skill in life takes practice. Doesn't matter what it is. If you want to get good at something, you practice it. There's nobody out there that's better than you at meditation. Even if this is your first night doing it, those people who you think are better than you, They've just practiced longer. Whether it's a professional skill, it can be a sport. You show me somebody who's number one at anything in life, and I will show you somebody who's practiced more than anybody else. So you need to get that into your world of consciousness, that nobody out there is better than us at anything. They've just practiced longer. And when you practice just as long, you will be just as good. And tell your kids that as well. Because when we're younger, we tend to look up to people and we pigeonhole people. And then we put ourselves beneath them. If you're looking up to somebody in life, you're always going to feel beneath them. Don't look up to anybody. Respect them for what they've done. Learn from them. But only look up to yourself. And that's why when I got you into that deep state, for you that was practicing along with me here, I put all those powerful feelings and wrapped it around your name. That's what you have to do. That's your daily practice. Because if you're not doing that, then you're leaving that up to everybody else outside you to do that. That's what we call an external self-esteem. And that's dangerous. Because not everybody will like us. Not everybody will take the time to, give us some sort of recognition or sense of achievement. You have to work on that yourself. Your kids have to work on that themselves. You have to get to a point where if you like me, that's great. If you don't like me, you deal with it, because I like me and I can't be everything for everybody. It's as simple as that. That's an internal self-esteem, and then that affects everything. I would say over the years, 95% of the people that come and see me is for confidence. And when they come in the door, I always tell them, whether it's sports or people in general or corporate, confidence it's easy, it comes and goes. Self-esteem is everything. We're built on a self-esteem. Confidence, motivation, success strategies, it's all nonsense if you don't have a good self-esteem. There's people out there buying courses, even in Belfast, £4,000 and £5,000, secrets to success. A lot of nonsense. Successful life is learning to enjoy your own company, believe in yourself. When you're right with yourself, the rest of the world will be right with you. And that will reflect on your children as well. Because if you have a low self-esteem, if you're not working on yourself, then your children are observing you and they become who they observe every day. I see this a lot. When I first started working in America, in Canada, with top dancers, out of all the groups, the children, because I assess their self-esteem, the ones with the lowest self-esteem, at the last 30 minutes when I bring their parents in to speak to them, to tell them what I've done and why I've done it and how they can keep it up when I go home. You can just observe the parent, the child with the lowest self-esteem, it's usually coming off the parent. So as parents ourselves, we have to work on ourselves. There's no excuse. We can't expect our children to do things when we're not doing it. Meditation is just a simple way of putting this stuff inside, so it's in a deep subconscious level. On this level, I can talk to you all day. I can give you information. I can get you to read books. I can send you motivational posters. A lot of it's a waste of time. A lot of it's nonsense. It has to be reprogrammed at a subconscious level. And that's where your meditation, your self-hypnosis and all comes in. If YouTube and motivational posters and books worked, then everybody in the world would be a success. Well, they're not. The 88% mind is the most important, the subconscious mind, the irrational mind. You have to look after it as well. It has a different rule book. Before this pandemic even came in, all we heard every day in the news was about depression and people taking their own lives and self-harming. That's irrational behavior, and that's where it stems from, is the irrational mind, not the everyday mind. if you're thinking consciously on the analytical mind, if I come at you with a pin or even a hot spoon, you're going to move because you've analysed it cause you danger, goes against your highest human intention of safety and survival. So why would somebody sit and have a thought of hurting themselves? That's irrational, and it comes from the irrational mind, and it has been built up. I know it sounds a bit unorthodox. It is. So that's why it's important that we all get into some form of meditation. Take 5-10 minutes for yourself a day, and just practice it. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to eat properly. You don't have to exercise. But look where it's going to lead. If you're not working on yourself on a conscious and a subconscious level, then everybody else out there will be working on you. And it's not always, you're not always playing a lead role in their movie. So keep it simple, and I'll keep these up until we're all allowed out again. I'll be on again, and I want to take you through some emotional release meditations, very powerful, so you can familiarize yourself with emotions, what they are, and how to control them, so they don't control you. So hope you enjoyed that. If there's many of you want the MP3, I could do a quick one on my phone of that and send you it. So once again, let me know, and thanks for joining me. I think that's us. We'll wrap up. I'll see you all soon. Cheers.